This particular series, we'll see the Mets again 2 more times this season, a little bit later on in September. But tonight, they'll look to win a series, will the Phillies here at Citizens Bank Park. All right, your injury report is brought to you by NovaCare Rehabilitation, the power of physical therapy. We're continuing to keep our eyes on Bryce Harper, who did some swings again today, did some work out on the field, threw the baseball a little bit today, all in hopes of getting a little bit closer to getting back on the Major League roster. Still got a little ways to go. They're going to reevaluate him this week. He will be making the road trip with the Phils. That is good news. So he will be in Houston and in Atlanta. So if it gets to the point where he feels like he's ready to play, he'll be ready to go. And Aaron Nola continued to throw again today inside. They said he threw in the cages, had a little bit of a catch, but they're hoping to get him out on the field when the team gets to Houston on Tuesday. That is your injury report brought to you by NovaCare Rehabilitation, the power of physical therapy. And with that, we're going to put a wrap on Phillies on Deck, presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook. It's Scott Fransky, Kevin Stocker standing by with the call of tonight's game. Our thanks to our engineer here in the booth, Mike Tuberosa. It's Justin Morgenstein back at our studios, and our production assistant, Seth Fisher. I'm Greg Murphy saying thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you after the game. It's the Phillies and the Mets coming up next on the Phillies Radio Network.
Swung on, hit deep, right field, and the Phillies are going to lead it. You've been listening to Phillies on Deck, presented by ESPN Bet Sportsbook, proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies. It's deep, and it is gone! Yes! Don't forget to stay tuned after the game for Phillies playback. The Phillies pile out of the dugout as they celebrate a win. Join Scott, L.A., and Stock as they call all the action, and your Phillies defend their National League East title right here on the home of the Phillies, the Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios. The home of the Phillies. 94 WIP. An Odyssey Sports Station.
Harper swings, it's deep. It's gone!
There's one goal.
Blasts one over the bullpen.
For your 2024 National League East champions.
A grand slam!
To bring the World Series trophy home. This is Phillies Baseball on Sports Radio 94 WIP. Brought to you by Citizens, official bank of the Phillies. Xfinity. Stream the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. Nemours Children's Health, the official children's hospital of the Philadelphia Phillies. CP Rankin Roofing Experts. CPR will breathe life back into your roof. Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com. Hatfield Quality Meats, the official pork provider of the Philadelphia Phillies. Philadelphia area Chevy dealers. Visit Chevrolet.com. Tasty Cake. PGW. Fueling the future. Temple Health and Fox Chase Cancer Center. Official partners of the Phillies. SEPTA. SEPTA is the Philly way to go. Flight by Yingling. The next generation of light beer. Philadelphia Insurance Companies, leader in nonprofit insurance and proud sponsor of the Runs for Charities program. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Philadelphia Phillies. NovaCare Rehabilitation, experience the power of physical therapy. Meineke, doing car care right for over 50 years. And ESPN Bet Sportsbook, proud partner of the Phillies.
Pretty well hit.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something. These people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings only on MLB Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Lawn is the backdrop to it all. That's why Pennington, as the official partner of the Philadelphia Phillies grounds crew, is here to help you grow a lawn you can be proud of. With over 80 years of experience, Pennington knows what it takes to achieve big league results right at home. So whether you're entertaining or unwinding, you can trust Pennington Grass Seed. Available at the Home Depot.
Tie your laces and get ready for Nemours Children's Health Kids Run the Bases. Kids 14 and under can join us post-game on Wednesday, July 2nd after the Phillies play the Padres at 1:05. Visit Phillies.com to order tickets today.
The pros know nobody beats FW Web. With extensive inventory, personalized service, and a fleet of trucks across the Northeast, FW Web supports all customers, from one-van contractors to large facility operators. For planned projects, emergency jobs, or maintenance, FW Web has what you need, when and where you need it. For plumbing, heating, HVAC, refrigeration, propane gas, and PVF jobs. With over 100 locations, visit FWWeb.com to find one near you.
Ready to pop the question? Hit your engagement out of the park with a stunning ring from Golden Nugget Jewelers. We have all the designer bridal brands like Tacori, Veragio, Simon G, and more. The largest selection of loose diamonds at the best prices guaranteed. Enjoy a stress-free shopping experience with our highly trained staff located on the corner of 8th and Chestnut. Proud partners of the Philadelphia Phillies. Golden Nugget Jewelers, where Philly gets engaged.
Your exclusive home for Phillies baseball. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you, as always, by Xfinity. Stream the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. For the New York Mets tonight, manager Carlos Mendoza. It'll be Francisco Lindor in the leadoff spot. He'll play shortstop. Batting second, the designated hitter. Starting tonight, it's Starling Marte. Juan Soto, the right fielder, bats third, and batting in the cleanup spot at first base is Pete Alonso. Brandon Nimmo will play left field and bat fifth. Batting sixth and doing the catching, it's Luis Torrens. Tyrone Taylor, the center fielder, will hit seventh. Batting eighth at third base, it's Ronnie Mauricio. And batting ninth, starting at second base for the Mets, will be Luis Angel Acuna. So again, for the Mets, it's Lindor, Marte, Soto, Alonso, Nimmo, Torrens, Taylor, Mauricio, Acuna. And on the mound tonight will be left-hander David Peterson, the 29-year-old, making his 15th start of the season. Here's the lineup that he will face for the Phillies. Trey Turner will lead it off. He'll play shortstop, batting second, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. Alec Boehm at third base will bat third, and batting in the cleanup spot in right field is Nick Castellanos. JT Realmuto doing the catching, bats fifth, batting sixth. The left fielder tonight for the first time in the big leagues, Otto Kemp. Edmundo Sosa starts at second base. He'll bat seventh. Hitting eighth at first base, Buddy Kennedy, getting his first start of the year for the Phillies. And Johan Rojas in center field will bat ninth. So again, it's Turner, Schwarber, Boehm, Castellanos, Realmuto, Kemp, Sosa, Kennedy, and Rojas. And on the mound, it's 27-year-old lefty Jesus Luzardo.
Hi, Scott. I'm trying hard to flush last night's game. I'm going to start now. It's been a little bit tough, but I'm going to give it a whirl. It's going to start with Jesus Luzardo. The SEPTA starting pitcher scouting report, 6-3, 4.41 ERA. 5 pitches, 4 seams, sweep, changeup, sinker, and slider. He's considered a power pitcher. Rob Thompson's even talked about that. He's got a really good velocity fastball. Here's the thing. The best pitch is the sweeper, which is what he would like to get to. He's having trouble, though, getting to proper counts to use it. He's always behind in the count. That's how it's been the last few games. So he's not one to flip to the edges, so what does he like to do? He likes to go to that fastball when behind, and he's been getting hurt because it tends to be middle. So the answer, he needs to work on getting ahead. When it was early in the season, that's what he was doing. I suspect he'll get back to that tonight. This is brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA is the Philly way to go.
Tonight, his 9th career start against the New York Mets, his first as a member of the Phillies. He was not a part of that 3-game series sweep at the hands of the Mets back in April. So his first Phillies start against the division rival Mets. Over the course of his career, 4-2, a 3.02 earned run average. And Luzardo has completed his warm-up tosses. He's ready to go, but he's waiting on the go-ahead from Chris Conroy as we wait for the national TV audience to rejoin here at Citizens Bank Park. It's been a weekend on the national scene for the Phillies and the Mets. Apple TV Friday night, Fox last night, and ESPN tonight. Makes for a little bit of a late arrival into Houston, but no game tomorrow. The Phillies have an off day. And Luzardo ready to get this one underway. His first pitch is right down the middle, 97 fastball, and that's a called strike one, and we are underway right on time at 7:11. 0-1, here's the pitch. And that's a little bit high to Lindor, who broke out in a big way last night. Couple of hits. He snapped an 0-for-20 skid. With a double and a homer, he drove in 3 runs. The pitch swung on, fouled away. But then again, who didn't homer last night, it feels like, for the Mets?
All right.
An 11-4 drubbing of the Phils to even the series at a game apiece. Mets with 9 home runs in this series. Here's the windup in the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, yanked down the left field line towards the corner. That is a foul ball. Otto Kemp in left field tonight for the first time in the big leagues. Johan Rojas in center. Nick Castellanos in right. On the infield, third to first, Bohm, Turner, Sosa, and Buddy Kennedy. Way off the line at first base as Lindor now takes a timeout, steps out of the box, and flashes that big smile at the plate umpire, Chris Conroy. He's the crew chief. Luzardo with a wind of the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, line towards left. That'll be a base hit as he goes down to get the changeup from Luzardo. And he's got himself a leadoff single here in the first.
Lindor's, it was funny, I was thinking about who does he remind me of a little bit, the way he swung last night? A little bit of Sammy Sosa, and not, if you remember Sammy Sosa, not because they look the same as far as their physique, but when they swing bad, it looks bad. And when they swing really well, like a good swing, it looks really good.
Here's Starling Marte, and Marte takes a called strike on the inside corner.
A couple swings last night, protection swings that were just, they looked so funny, but it's, you know, that's the way he operates.
0-1 the count, the pitch, and Marte takes down and in. These two were traded for one another. Luzardo was a youngster coming up with the Oakland Athletics, and the A's were contending, and they made a deal to acquire Starling Marte and send Luzardo to Miami. The 1-1 pitch, and it's inside, almost hit him in the hand. And that fastball at 97. Luzardo 6-3 with a 4.41 earned run average, and you well know the story that Luzardo was headed for the All-Star game a few starts ago. The 2-1 and a swing and a miss, but things changed dramatically beginning with his start on May the 31st against Milwaukee. His last 4 starts, a 13.50 earned run average. Lindor gets his lead off first. Kennedy holds the runner there. 2-2 the count, and the pitch to Marte. Swing and a miss. He got him. Went down and in with a four-seamer, and Marte swings over the top of it.
98, a little bit of juice. We saw that the last couple of starters as well. Certainly Wheeler on the first night, just the adrenaline that's pumping.
Juan Soto welcomed to the left-hand batter's box by the Phillies fans after Soto's big 4-hit night last night. Turner shading him up the middle, the left-hand hitter. Now time called as Luzardo stepped off for a moment. So that's one disengagement. And now Soto asks for a little eye contact, and now Luzardo tosses the ball aside. So that was not a timeout for Soto, and now JT Realmuto turns and has a conversation with Chris Conroy. As Luzardo set, kicks and deals, and the pitch is a fastball for a strike called over the outside corner. Soto batting .256 now, 16 homers with 2 of them last night, 41 runs batted in, 4 of those last night. The pitch, and that misses down and in. Not by much. A rather big show for Soto, flailing away from the pitch as though that was way in at him. That was barely off the plate. Luzardo looks at first, the pitch, and that one bounces in the dirt, gets by JT, goes all the way to the backstop, and down to second goes Lindor.
You watch, when I watch him hit Juan Soto, I feel like when he takes those pitches like that he was probably a kid who threw a lot of tantrums, right? Like, finish your piece and why, that sort of thing, because that's kind of what it's like.
Second wild pitch of the year for Luzardo. Runner in scoring position now, and the count 2-1. And Luzardo kicks and delivers, and the pitch swung on, hit well, right center field. Castellanos going over to his right. He's there. He'll make the catch just shy of the track. Lindor tags. He's headed for third. He'll make it there without a throw. And with 2 down, it'll bring up Pete Alonso. Big swing. I think that got just enough off the end of the barrel that Soto did not get all of it. So here's Alonso. .294 hitter with 18 homers on the season. Luzardo set of the letters. Here's the first pitch, and it's a breaking ball. That is called a ball. That's right at the knees.
Yeah, that's a pitch that he's going to need. Those early strikes like that, it's a really good changeup for a first pitch.
The 1-0. Check swing. That pitch up high, a fastball. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. You've got the left-handed hitting Brandon Nimmo on deck. However, Pete Alonso has struggled in his career against Luzardo. Runner at third base, no score. 2 outs, first inning. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1. Luzardo, 4 walks in his last start. That before hadn't really been his biggest issue. 2-1 pitch, way outside, and it's 3-1. Still going after him here, behind in the count.
No, I think you need to be a little bit delicate here, but he's always been one to challenge.
3-1, and that fastball is a strike called on the inside corner. Alonso had tossed the bat aside, but it was a strike.
Yep. I mean, he's always been a guy to challenge when he's behind in the count. 3-1, 3-2, 2-0. But that's why it's so important, I think, for him to stay out of those counts, right? Because guys want, that's the idea, get there and get that count, jump on that fastball.
Luzardo cupping the glove on his right hand over his ear so he can hear the signs. 3-2, here's the payoff pitch. Breaking ball, got him looking. Outside corner at the knees, and Jesus Luzardo strikes out Pete Alonso with a man at third base for the final out here in the top of the first. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. It's the Mets nothing, and the Phillies coming up.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Why would we trade our best player?
Well, at least you got to watch him in person when he was here.
I named my only son after him.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What?
Boom. Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on
before WIP.
Your SEPTA starting pitcher scouting report on left-hander David Peterson, 5-2, 2.60 ERA. He's calm, cool, and collected when he's on the mound. That's his presence. It's a 5-pitch mix, 4-seamer up in the zone, and it is almost always up in the zone. Everything else plays down. He's all about precision. He's all about using the entire zone, and he has real good stretch and lean on the fastball. This is brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA's the Philly way to go.
Trey Turner leads off against David Peterson, whose first pitch is on the way. It's swung on, lifted to left center field. Taylor to his right is there. He'll make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out for David Peterson. Here is Turner retired. His average is dipped below 300 heading into play tonight as he is now 2 for 10 in the series. That'll bring up Kyle Schwarber. This has been a real tough matchup for Kyle over the years. That may be putting it mildly. He's 1 for 18 with 11 strikeouts against Peterson. The pitch is taken, and that's in there for a called strike. Mets in their full road gray uniforms tonight. The 0-1 pitch, and that one is a strike at the knees. Another fastball, and it's 0-2. Peterson, tall left-hander, lanky. Blue long sleeves under that gray uniform top. New York in blue letters, trimmed out in orange across the chest. Numerals lower front. The 0-2, as that's up high, as well as on the back. Blue and orange there as well. Pete Alonso deep at first. Luis Angel Acuna at second. Francisco Lindor playing straight up the middle at shortstop. The 1-2 down and away. And Ronnie Mauricio a start at third base tonight. He's way off the line, back in the shortstop hole. In the outfield, it's Nimmo in left, Taylor in center, Soto in right. And Terrens behind the plate, the 2-2. And that's way outside. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Schwarber, a total of 21 plate appearances against him. 1 hit, a double, and 3 walks. Lifetime against Peterson. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Another breaking ball. And Schwarber down on strikes for the 12th time against Peterson.
David Peterson has tremendous extension from the left side. And what happens to left-handed hitters, no doubt, it just absolutely plays head games with how you see the baseball. And I think with Kyle, there is absolutely no question that he does not see the baseball out of his hand.
So that'll bring up Alec Bohm. Bohm's been a bit of a different story against Peterson. The pitch is taken inside. He's hitting .375 against him. 9 for 24 with 2 doubles, 2 homers. Here's the windup in the 1-0 pitch, and that one is a strike over the outside part of the plate. No score, bottom of the first. The windup and the 1-1 pitch. Bohm swings, lines it back, knocked down by Peterson at the mound. He'll gather himself, pick it up, throw out Bohm, and there is out number 3. So 1-2-3 go the Phillies. We go to the second, no score.
Looking to spruce up your kitchen with new appliances? D&K Appliances, family owned and operated, offers luxury brands such as GE, Profile, Cafe, and Monogram, offering the perfect selection of appliances for each individual. A place.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Phillies.com.
Phillies baseball, Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Well, on the mound today, the game has already happened, but that's because this is a late one here tonight. The Nationals' Michael Soroka, 5.06 ERA, versus the Dodgers' Shohei Ohtani. That was his second start. He was looking to go a little bit longer, but he really didn't. He just went a quick opener. The Nats were actually trying to win that series. It did not happen, though, as they lost 13-7. But Shohei is on his way to pitching more and more each start. Sponsored by the New Jersey Division of Travel and Tourism. Find your wow right now. Visit nj.org.
Brandon Nimmo leads off for the Mets as Jesus Luzardo delivers a breaking ball up and in for ball 1. Nimmo, Terens, and Taylor coming up here for the Mets. Nimmo, 2 homers last night. As the 1-0 on the way. And that one is a breaking ball that's in there for a called strike. 1-1 the count.
Hey, do you think when I do that read, when I say Shohei, do people know who I'm talking about?
Yep.
Or does it need to be Ohtani? Like
1-1 pitch, swing and a miss.
Like Suzuki Ichiro versus his full name, Ichiro Suzuki. They know.
I think the one,
they got
whichever name you choose, I think they're going to know who you're talking about.
You think they got it?
Whether you use one, the other, or both. I think we all know who that is.
Okay.
Here's the windup of the 1-2 pitch, and it's hit off the end of the bat foul up the third base line. Nimmo, 249 hitter last night, up to 15 home runs. Here's the windup, and the 1-2. Swing and a foul. Almost hit that one right out of the catcher's mitt. The windup in the 1-2. Swing and a foul straight back.
High fastball there at 98. So I think if he's going to come up there with that high fastball like that, that last one was good. It caught a little bit of the top of the strike zone, but keep it up there. If anything, miss even a little bit higher.
Here's the 1-2 to Nimmo, and that one's in the dirt, down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nimmo now in his 10th season with the Mets. Coming off a career worst OPS season last year. Here's the windup in the 2-2. Ground ball hit to second. Sosa backs to his right. He's in front of it. He'll throw to first, and there's one gone. And that'll bring up Luis Torrens. Torrens, who'd been sharing the duties with Francisco Alvarez, now is unquestionably the frontline catcher for the Mets as they optioned Francisco Alvarez back to AAA Syracuse. Even with the big home run he hit last night. So Torrens, who started Friday night, back out there tonight, takes up and away for ball one. Torrens, 29-year-old, kind of a journeyman. 1-0 pitch, and it's up and away. But Alvarez, who's had some injury problems, got a late start to the season, made some swing changes that haven't really panned out. He's been, quite frankly, awful defensively in their minds, and they want him to go play every day and get back to some of the basics.
Yeah. Super young still.
Here's the 2-0, and Torrens fouls it away. We saw last night his inability to block or refusal to block. I mean, just no attempt at all to stop a wild pitch.
Nope.
Other than sticking his mitt out on the backhand side, the 2-1 pitch. And that one's hit in the air, left field, fairly deep. Kemp with his first chance, backing to his left on the track. He's under it, he makes the catch. And Otto Kemp gets his first opportunity to record an out in left in the big leagues.
Nice job by Johan in center, and your people are like, why? He didn't catch it. No, but he was there in case there needed to be a little bit of help. And I think communication-wise, I think Johan will be able to help out there a little bit. He's much more aggressive, I think, than Brandon is.
Here's Tyrone Taylor. And Taylor, the center fielder, takes a called strike. There's no score here in the second inning. Yeah, I mean, Rojas was there. I almost wish he would have called for it.
Well, he's got to catch one eventually.
0-1 pitch, and that one's up and in. I know, but center fielder, he's your captain right there.
Don't let the zigzag route fool you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now Rojas did have considerably further to go to get there.
Yeah.
The 1-1 pitch, and that's outside to Taylor. Taylor, 235 hitter with a couple of homers and 15 runs batted in. 2 outs, nobody on, and the 2-1 from Luzardo. Swung on and yanked foul into the seats, third base side. So the count 2-2. Rojas again shaded way over to right center. The 2-2 pitch to Taylor, and he takes it high and wide. And the count is full, 3-2. Luzardo winds, and here's the payoff. Swung on, popped up, shallow right. Going to be a tough play. Castellanos coming in. He'll get there, and he makes the catch in what remains of the late day sunshine in shallow right. Nick Castellanos there to make the grab near the foul line, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Luzardo. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Still no score.
Now at Verizon, we have some
great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Forget about it. Send the Phillies stars south to Atlanta for the
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion.
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Purchase tickets at Phillies.com.
Nick Castellanos here to start it for the Phillies in the bottom of the second. No score between the Phils and the Mets. Final game of this three-game series. And David Peterson delivers, in the first pitch to Castellanos is down low for ball one. Castellanos enters the game with a .283 batting average, 8 homers and 40 runs batted in. The 1-0 pitch. And a swing and a drive into right center. Taylor coming in. He'll get there, and he makes the catch. That one stayed at the very top of the webbing of the glove. Almost popped out of there as Castellanos hit that one well. Well, Taylor was there to grab it. Here comes JT Realmuto. JT heating up of late. 6 of his last 9 hits have been multi-hit games. And the pitch from Peterson is taken for a called strike. One thing JT has not done, and that's get hot against lefties. He's still batting .141 against left-handed pitching this year. There's the 0-1 on the way. And that one is inside for a ball. No homers, 3 doubles.
How many at-bats does he have?
71.
Okay.
Now the Phillies haven't seen many lefties here of late. The 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, it's up high, but they're about to. Tonight starts a run of 3 in a row. As the Astros will have lefties on both Tuesday and Wednesday. Here's the windup in the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a ground ball hit to short. Lindor fielding it, leaning over waist high. He'll throw to first and get JT for out number 2. Framber Valdez will be on the mound Tuesday night. Phillies have adjusted their rotation a little bit. We got a caller here.
Who? What?
Caller in our booth.
Where?
Our friend Greg Murphy as Otto Kemp steps to the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fooled on a first pitch slider. Colton Gordon, left-hander, will go on Wednesday, and then Hunter Brown has been sensational this year. For the finale of that 3-game set in Houston, next pitch is down and in. Phillies, meanwhile, they've done what they could to split up the lefties. Of course, they have 3 lefties in the rotation, and it'll be Suarez, Wheeler, Sanchez against the Astros. The 1-1. And that one is a called strike on the inside corner, and the count goes to 1-2. Kemp has yet to go deep in the big leagues. He had 14 of them this year at AAA.
As Murph says, hang on just a second.
That bat's not over yet.
Yeah, right.
It's a ball and 2 strikes here in a scoreless game, second inning. And Peterson with a 1-2, and that's down and in. Two balls, 2 strikes. Kemp, red batting gloves, both hands, twirls the bat once. Sets those hands behind his head. The 2-2 on the way from Peterson. Swung on and belted deep down the left field line, but he hooked it foul. That hit into the third deck down in the left field corner, but it was foul.
Almost. I mean, it was kind of exciting, right? Long strike like that.
The windup and the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. And so Kemp goes down on strikes. Second strikeout for Peterson, who's retired the first 6 Phillies in order. And we'll go to the third. It's still a scoreless game.
New Jersey's got a lot of summer wow. We got your under the sun wows.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off win.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by BetMGM. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard.
6:45 p.m. Enjoy a special pregame ceremony as we bestow one of the organization's highest honors on these inductees. Purchase tickets today at Phillies.com.
Back to work for Jesus Luzardo here in a scoreless game. Phillies and the Mets, final game of this 3-game set. And Ronnie Mauricio will start it off for New York. Mets are headed home to welcome the Atlanta Braves in for a 4-game series. It begins tomorrow. The pitch to Mauricio is inside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Mauricio, Acuna, and then the top of the order in Lindor. Luzardo's pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. That was pitch number 40 so far for Luzardo. Gave up a leadoff base hit. Went to second on a wild pitch. The pitch swung on and missed. Went to third on a fly ball to right and was stranded there when Pete Alonso struck out looking to end the inning. A 1-2-3 second for Luzardo, and his 1-2 pitch to start the third is bounced in the dirt. Braves lost today in Miami 5-3. Marlins won 2 out of 3 in that series. The windup and Luzardo with a 2-2, and that's inside. The count runs full.
I finally went back and saw the replay of Chris Sale and the play. It was a great play off the mound, but boy, it sure looked so uneventful. Now, he's just thin as a rail anyway.
The windup and the payoff pitch fouled off his foot. Well, Sale, after the game, didn't report any problems, didn't really feel it, he said, until the next day. And so that's when they started investigating and went to scan it. And as Brian Snitker said, that's when we found what we found. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. As Jesus Luzardo pulls the string on Mauricio. 3rd strikeout for Jesus.
Good change up below the zone. I look at his usage here. The four-seam fastball is still the most used pitch so far. But the trick is that when he gets ahead, he can really go to the sweeper and to the changeup deeper in the count. That was a good pitch.
Here's Acuna and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Again, not to nitpick here, but Luzardo gets ahead in that at bat really quickly on Mauricio, 1 and 2, and then there's 2 not real close pitches down and in. The pitch is up and in, and it's ends up getting it full and throwing extra pitches, and that's how that pitch count rises, and it's been like that a little bit here for Jesus. The 1-1 offering misses inside.
Yeah, and that's, it's funny. I don't we talk about him being a power guy, right? I don't think that he's very good throwing to the edges of the plate. He misses, like you said, just not competitive enough.
Pitch swung on and popped up center field straight away. Rojas stutter stepping, but he had it measured, and he'll make the catch.
I mean, I think his sweeper has really been a good pitch, which is new for him. It's got a lot of movement, fools hitters, that sort of thing. But when JT says, hey, I need a changeup consistently down and away, just off the plate, maybe back to back, I just don't think he can do it, right? It's just not part of his DNA right now. Versus like a Ranger Suarez, right? Very different.
Here is Francisco Lindor. And the pitch is a fastball that's in there for a called strike. Lindor had a single his first time up. Luzardo with a windup. And the pitch. Breaking ball. Just missed the outside corner. Scoreless, third inning. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss.
So to that point, I kind of go back to what I've talked. This is, again, just kind of my observation is I would love to see a better target for a pitcher like Luzardo. A longer target from JT.
Here's the pitch. And it's up and in.
And I will never get it. No, it's not going to come back, right? All of a sudden, you're not going to see the old time, give me a target, because they dropped their glove to steal the low strike. But I still believe in that for some pitchers.
Luzardo with a windup and his 2-2 on the way. Swing at a high fly ball center field. Playable for Rojas, who's standing and waiting. Now pats his glove once. He'll make the catch. And there's another 1-2-3 inning for Jesus Luzardo as the Mets go in order. He's now retired 9 straight. We'll go to the bottom of the third. No score.
Well, great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings only on MLB Network.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means?
Voice, video, and messaging.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance.
Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Don't miss your chance to bid on autographed items from your favorite Phils, available through the Phillies auction benefiting Phil Abundance. Items include a Bryce Harper autographed baseball and a Trey Turner autographed base. Visit Phillies.com/auctions to bid before the auction ends on June 30th.
Bottom third of the order for the Phils here in the bottom of the third inning. Nobody has yet reached base for the Phillies against David Peterson. It'll be Edmundo Sosa leading it off, and the pitch swung on and missed. Nothing had won the count. Sosa, Kennedy, and Rojas do up. Phillies load up with the righties who have been collecting dust a little bit. Here's a breaking ball up and away, since I just no left-handed starters on the docket here for a while. Sosa batting .260. He's been scuffling the 1-1, and that one is going to miss down low. 2-1. He's got just 3 hits in his last 39 at-bats. They'll shade him the other way in the outfield, the 2-1. And it's broken bat roller towards short, charging Lindor. Bare hand pick, throws on the run, and he didn't get him. Sosa legs it out, an infield head, and underappreciated, I think, so Edmundo Sosa for his speed, which he also brings to the table. Lindor knew it. It was a do-or-die play. He got it there, but just not in time.
Edmundo. God, wouldn't you like to just stick that heart inside of everybody?
Right.
Oh, man. Plays the game hard in everything he does. Love that.
Well, that'll bring up Buddy Kennedy, and you might remember last September, Buddy Kennedy, in kind of his one big signature Phillies moment, had a big double off of David Peterson in a 2-1 Phillies victory over Peterson and the Mets. That had tied the game. Peterson was cruising, and the pitch on the way is a strike called, a late strike call there by Chris Conroy, and pretty generous for Peterson. JT Realmuto ended up winning the game in the bottom of the 9th inning, but it was Kennedy's double that tied the game in the 8th. The 0-1, and that's down low. Buddy Kennedy making his first start for the Phils. .283 hitter this year at Lehigh Valley. Sosa leads off the bag at first base. Peterson, letter high set. Here's the 1-1. And that's down and in. Knocked down by Torrens. Sosa stays put at first base. That day, Peterson was matched up against a different Phil's left-hander, Christopher Sanchez, and both pitchers threw the ball extremely well. 2 balls and a strike. Peterson's ready. Here's the pitch. And that one is taken. It's a called strike. Mets had taken a lead in the top of the 8th, and Kennedy tied it in the bottom half. Acuna shaded up the middle at second. Here's the 2-2 from Peterson. It's taken, and it's a little bit wide. Buddy Kennedy, of course, the native of Millville, New Jersey. Phillies fan growing up, Eagles fan growing up. And one of the nicer guys you'll meet in the game. 3-2. Peterson delivers, and the pitch is inside, ball 4, and Kennedy works 0 off.
Boy, what an at-bat. And here's the thing about David Peterson as well. Like, he's very delicate in the way that he handles his 4 pitches. He throws hard, so I don't mean like that way. What I mean is, I've only seen 1 pitch so far that's been down the middle. It was the first pitch of the game. Other than that, he has worked around that darn box on the edges, the lower part of the zone. Even that pitch, he's not giving in.
Well, that's the same pitch that got called a strike against him, and Buddy Kennedy, give him credit, he didn't expand, even though he was maybe going to get rung up there. They expect the bunt from Rojas, who fouled it down at the plate. As Rojas, a foul bunt, Torrens got on it quick.
All right, so Johan here, this is, again, I don't know who's teaching the bunting and so forth, but He's bunting this like it's a drag bunt rather than a sack bunt on how he goes about it. And so it becomes he's trying to stab at the baseball. And he really needs, and he's done this better at times. That is not a good attempt. I assume it'll be the same thing here. Bunt the ball first before you run. That's the trick.
Alonso way in at first base. Mauricio stays back at third. They pick off at second, and they got him. Lindor sneaking in behind Sosa, who dove back for the bag and was tagged on the head by Lindor. And the Phillies will double check whether or not they want to challenge, and they do not. And boy, that's a tough one right there for the Phils.
Wow. I got to tell you, David Peterson, good pickoff. Quick for a big guy.
Well, the count at 0-1 on Rojas. Mauricio even with the bag at third. Alonso back on the bag at first. The pitch misses inside. A 1-6 for the first out there at second base. Rojas hitting 153 over his last 34 games. The pitch. Swinging a high bouncer to short. Could be two. Lindor to second. One on a first. Nope. And Kennedy erased on the fielder's choice. Big high bounce saves Rojas there. And you see Peterson, of course, with a good pickoff move, but maybe you get Rojas in motion at some point.
It'd be nice.
Wheels.
Yeah. You know, you and I, the last two nights, have been kind of talking about Lindor, how he just stands at second base. Like he just literally stands on the base almost. It's a bunt situation there. He's sitting there on the base. I'm not quite sure what Edmundo is doing. Like he knows he's there.
Here's Trey Turner as Peterson set of the letters. Rojas leads at first. Peterson coming home with the pitch. Turner fouls it away to the right side. Oh, and 1 the count. Turner flied to center his first time up. Rojas leading again, looking out at Peterson as the lefty snap throws over to first, and he dives back in safely. Phil Cuzzy, the first base umpire tonight. Jonathan Parra at second. Clint Vondrak over at third. The 0-1. And it's taken down low.
You really can't go first move on Peterson. All right, he's got a hang move. He's reading you, so you got to let the leg get up a little bit if you're going to do it. You try to read him and then go.
Left-hander stretches and is 1-1. Turner takes. That's a strike over the inside part of the plate. The count is now 1-2 on Trey Turner. No score here in the bottom of the third inning. 2 outs and a man at first for the Phils. Mauricio guards the line at third base. He's back. The runner goes, and the pitch is high. Double clutch on the throw by Torrens. He might as well have held on to it. That's the 9th stolen base for Rojas in 11 attempts. And he's in scoring position now for Turner. Although the count at 2-2. And if you're Peterson, you might certainly make Turner hit your pitch here. Schwarber on deck. Here's a swing and a miss. He did. Slider down and in. And Turner swings over the top of it and strikes out for the final out. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left by the Phillies. We'll go to the 4th, no score.
Valet parking has landed at Philadelphia International.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
But then ain't no score. Pitchers duel thus far after two lopsided games the first 2 days. I guess Friday night was a bit of a pitcher's duel until the Phillies broke it open late. As the first pitch on the way to Starling Marte, and that misses inside for ball one. Marte, Soto, and Alonso do up. As the wind of the 1-0, and Marte is swinging a miss. Marte playing in his 51st game of the season, only 135 at bats thus far. The wind up and the 1-1. And a swing and a miss. And definitely not the frontline player he once was in the final year of his 4-year deal signed with the Mets. The windup and the 1-2 pitch from Luzardo. Swing and a pop-up back behind the plate. And that'll come into the seats down below us. And a nice catch by a fan right underneath Kevin Stocker's seat.
I rate that as a 9. Give him a 9.
Luzardo with the pitch on the way. Swinging a tapper back to him. Fields it on a hop. Turns. Fires over to first. And Marte retired. And with that, we'll pause for station identification. This is the Philadelphia Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios. The home of the Phillies. 94 WIP. An Odyssey Sports Station.
With Kevin Stocker, I'm Scott Fransky with you from Citizens Bank Park on this Sunday night. Phillies and the Mets scoreless as Juan Soto hits for the second time. He shows bunt, takes a pitch that's boxed by JT. That was in the strike zone. And Chris Conroy missed another one.
As did JT.
JT missed that one as well.
I think JT catches it. He calls the strike. Shouldn't happen, but it does.
Here's the wind of the pitch. Soto takes up high for a ball. Fastball, 96 from Luzardo. Soto flied out to right field his first time up. The windup and the lefty delivers, and that pitch misses inside. Here's the 3-0. And that one is inside for ball four. So there's the first walk of the game. And that ends a run of 10 straight Mets. Retired in order.
That is Juan Soto's, I believe that's his 64th walk already this year. Walks a lot. John Olerud actually holds the franchise record for walks for the Mets. A tall first baseman.
Here's Alonso in the pitch. He swings and hits one in the air to center. Right off his knuckles. It'll be caught by Rojas, who makes the catch in straightaway center.
Fans 18 and over are invited to sign up now for the Fightin' Phils Fan Club presented by the Giant Company. All memberships include an exclusive hat, a clear tote bag, a discounted ticket offer, and access to members-only perks and events. Visit Phillies.com/fanclubs for more information.
Brings up Brandon Nimmo with Soto over at first base. Here in a scoreless game, 64 pitches so far for Luzardo. We're in the fourth. And the pitch. Swung on, line towards right field. It's not hit deep. Coming on, Castellanos plays it on a bounce. Soto will stop at second. And a jam shot single there for Brandon Nimmo. Just the second hit of the game for the Mets. But to go along with the walk, now there are two on. And the catcher, Luis Torrens, coming up. Torrens, who flied to center his first time up. 2 for 5 with a home run in his career against Luzardo. As Jesus ready, looks back at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Torrens has been around a bit. As we mentioned, at 29, he's played for the Padres and the Mariners and the Cubs. He played for the Mariners on 2 separate occasions, in fact. And now they try a pickoff at second, but Luzardo never looked back. Turner had Soto going every which way. And Turner had a lot of daylight. But Luzardo didn't see it. He missed with the pitch down and in.
It's actually a pretty good job by Luzardo not to panic and kind of flinch. A lot of times you see that from pitchers.
The pitch. And that one is down low. Now, it wasn't a situation where Turner is standing on the bag like Lindor. Turner was sprinting over from his spot.
Yeah.
Soto had taken a hard step towards third. Luzardo's pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball towards short. Turner scoops it, flips underhand to Sosa, and that'll retire the side as Torrens grounds into the fielder's choice. No runs, a hit, 2 left by the Mets. And we'll go to the home half of the fourth. It's still a scoreless game.
In your community or in your home, Nemours Children's nationally recognized pediatric specialists are here to help your child achieve their best health. Throughout
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights.
Against Peterson, who's given up a walk and an infield hit. Last half inning for the Phillies started in a promising fashion with a base hit and a walk, but pickoff of the lead runner at second. Fielder's choice ground out and a strikeout. Here's the pitch to Schwarber, and he takes, and that's a breaking ball, just a little bit high for ball one. Schwarber struck out on a 3-2 pitch his first time up. Here's the wind and the 1-0 pitch. And that one is off the plate away for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, Lindor plays straight up the middle against Kyle. Here's the 1-1. And that one is in there for a strike called at the top of the zone.
Well, Kyle has got that 10 years of service. Was it 2 nights ago? I think you talked about that. I went back and looked up his first game. He was 22. He got called up from Jacksonville.
1-2 pitch. Swung on. Hit in the air. Deep center field. Going back on it. Taylor to the track. Looking up. It is gone. Off the ivy in dead center. As Kyle Schwarber with number 24 has put the Phillies in front 1-0. Just his second ever hit off of David Peterson. And it's a home run off the batter's eye. And the Phillies have the lead 1-0.
So timely. Peterson doesn't give you a lot of mistakes. He's been pitching so well lately. This is a breaking ball that stays way up in the zone. That is a huge mistake. You just can't miss it. And oh man, he did not miss it. Well done.
Here's Alec Bohm. And Peterson's pitch on the way. Swung on, hit in the air, left center field. Nimmo racing over into the gap. He will get there. And that is out number 1.
Yeah, I was talking about Kyle, by the way. He was 22. He got called up. He got called up and was supposed to be up there for interleague play, right? That's why he got called up. Just supposed to go up for 5 days. The night he got up there, the catcher got thrown out of the game, so he got in the 9th inning. And he talked about how nervous he was. Well, he didn't get his first hit till a couple of days later when they went on the road.
Here's Castellanos, and he swings and lines one hard down the left field line. That'll be in for a base hit. It'll roll to the corner. Castellanos headed into second, and that's his 20th double of the season. As Castellanos in scoring position now with 1 out.
I feel like if I keep talking about Kyle, that they're just going to keep getting hits, right? You know, when he was in high school, when he was in high school, he used to sing in the choir. He was really good. I'm not sure.
All I know is when he got to the big leagues, you talk about a baby face. Go back and look at some of the video of that.
Yeah. I found it remarkable when I went back and saw that first night how different his swing was when he got called up to where it is today. Remarkable adjustments that he has made.
Here's JT Realmuto, and the pitch on the way. JT takes down and in. What else can you tell us about Kyle?
Oh, I got lots of things. I mean, he used to be a diver, not like a swimming pool diver.
Scuba diver?
Not. Well, no. I don't think he wants to dive with sharks either. No, like when he would swing. Tell you about his swing a little bit. He used to dive toward the plate.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that's outside. Diver down.
He was really good at a swan dive.
This is 12th homer against lefties this year. 2-0 to JT, the pitch. Fouled off. Can you imagine?
Kyle
Schwarber on the high dive. Walking out onto the end of the plank. And
I guess I envision more like on the springboard, like boom, boom, you know. Yes.
2-1. And it's fouled away to the right side. There's no doubt somebody out there that can Photoshop that image for you and send it to your social accounts or whatever.
Sure. I'd love to see it. Keep it clean, please. I mean, just use some board shorts. Yeah.
The 2-2. And it's down and away. The count is now full to JT. With Otto Kemp waiting on deck. Phillies leading at 1-0. 35-10 this year when scoring first. That's a .778 winning percentage. Good for 5th in the majors when scoring the game's first run. Count full. Peterson checks second base. And coming home. And the pitch is low, ball 4. JT with a walk. So there's the second free pass issued by Peterson, and now Jeremy Hefner the Mets pitching coach. He's going to make a trip out to the mound.
Well, celebrate the red, white, and blue at Citizens Bank Park. Spend your holiday weekend cheering on the Phils when they host the Reds for a 3-game set on Friday, July 4th at 1:05 p.m., Saturday, July 5th at 4:05 p.m., and Sunday, July 6th at 1:35 p.m. Grab tickets today at Phillies.com.
Otto Kemp struck out his first time up. Was 2 for 18 over his last 5+ ball games. Came up back in the second inning, and we had a caller predicting a Otto Kemp home run, and he hit a long one foul up into the third deck. I'm not sure what that caller is predicting now, but he's got a blanket call for the night on Otto Kemp.
For the night.
He's got the pitch, swing and a miss. What do you call it? Anytime homer.
Okay. I liked the blanket call. Is good. I liked that.
2 on, 1 out. Mets at double play depth. Peterson checks second. Here's the 0-1, and it's fouled off. And Kemp quickly down to the count, 0-2.
By the way, I did look up the next high dive, cliff diving event coming up. There is one coming up. We can talk to Kyle about it.
See if he wants to get involved.
Red Bull Cliff Dive. It's El Nido, Philippines.
I have to believe there's something in his contract that prohibits something like cliff diving.
Of course there is. Can't skydive, cliff dive, skateboard.
0-2 the count on Kemp. Here's the pitch, and it's outside. And the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And that one just missed, down and away. Again, that's a close take there for Kemp. But it was outside, and the count even at 2-2. Outfield. Straight away on the corners. Soto in a step in right. Peterson's ready, and his 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball, hit in the air, foul, out of play. Kemp was hitting .313 this year for Lehigh. And tonight starting in left field for the first time. After playing so much first base over the last week or so. 2-2 again. Swung on, line to left. That's out of the reach of Lindor. In fact, it's off his glove. Trickles away, and in to score is Castellanos. Heading for third is Realmuto. Otto Kemp with an RBI single. And it's 2-0 Phillies. Just out of the reach of Lindor, ranging out onto the outfield grass. He got a little bit of leather on it, which only slowed it down and helped the Phillies, because it took much longer to get to that bouncing ball out in shallow left.
Take that. Nice job by Kemp. How about the pitches that he took? Like a couple of tough takes on the outer half. He fouled one off to keep the bat alive. He gets one he can handle.
Otto Kemp picks up his 6th RBI of the season. And here's Edmundo Sosa with runners on the corners. And Peterson's pitch on the way. That's inside, ball 1. Really good at bat there by Otto. And good base running from JT, seeing that same deflection. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, pretty deep, right center field. Taylor going back, looking up, and that ball is gone! It clears over the stands into the bullpens. It's a 3-run home run for Edmundo Sosa. Number 2 for Sosa, and it's a monster as the Phillies break it wide open on Peterson here in the 4th inning. 5-0 Phillies. And I'll say he's made up for the pickoff at second base.
Yeah.
Here's Buddy Kennedy, and he takes up high, ball 1.
Man, it's so good to see Edmundo go to right field. He has so much power.
The 1-0, and it's swung on, fouled back. Rob Thompson was asked about Sosa today from the media pregame. He says, what does he need to get it turned around? He said, honestly, he needs some at-bats.
Yeah.
He just hasn't had any. And the ones he's had have been so scattered, like last night. You get a at-bat down 11-4 in the 9th inning. Here's the 1-1, and Kennedy a swing and a miss.
Well, the other day he was talking about, hey, I don't play every day. But that's okay. He's like, that's okay. I'm trying to find my timing. How do I find my timing? He was trying to simplify that.
1-2, swing and a miss. Phillies fans trying to recreate some last September magic with the Buddy chant.
Spectacular.
And Buddy strikes out.
Yeah.
Here's Johan Rojas. Base is clear, 5-0 Phillies. It started with a Schwarber homer and Sosa with the 3-run shot. And the pitch is taken outside, ball 1. Peterson's 1-0. And Rojas takes, that's down low. Two balls and no strikes. The pitch. And that one is down and away. 3-0 the count. Peterson's 3-0. And that's way outside, ball 4. And so the inning continues. It's going to bring Trey Turner to the plate, the 9th man to bat in the inning.
Peterson, pretty frustrated. Usually he just stays cool. You never see much of a reaction out of him, but he is really all of a sudden just got a little rattled, I think. Lost some of that location.
Peterson's pitch to Turner is way outside for ball 1. And the last few times we've seen David Peterson, he's been really sharp. But here in this 4th inning, it's been a different story. The 1-0. Swung on, ground ball up the middle. Lindor trying to grab it, couldn't quite glove it. Rojas now is going to get himself thrown out. Oh, he got back to second base. My goodness. He rounds past second, puts on the brakes. Lindor gathers the ball in shallow center, throws back to Acuna at second. Rojas, meanwhile, committed himself, so he goes diving back in and just avoids the tag from Acuna.
Bottom line, he's not out.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to be dead to rights at third, no doubt about it.
I mean, honestly, I think Rojas is thinking, well, it's 2 outs. I got a single to center happening right here. And Lindor kind of the last second lunges for it, gets a little bit of a glove on it to slow it down. I don't think he expected that.
I don't know. Maybe. The play is right in front of him, but, I mean, he can be a little aggressive at times.
A bit.
He can be a little aggressive.
Well, here's the man who started this, Kyle Schwarber, with the home run leading off the 4th inning. He now bats with 2 men on. And a throw back to second, and it hits Rojas. Bounds high into center field, and Rojas, he's shaken up at second base. I don't know if it's the ball hitting him or him running into Lindor. And Lindor down checking on his well-being, and now Rob Thompson and Paul Buchheit out there to do the same. Could you tell where that?
No, I do not know where it hit him.
I almost wonder if it was diving back in, if his shoulder caught.
That's what I think.
The leg of Lindor.
Yeah.
As we get our first look on a replay,
No, it was the ball. I think the ball domed him.
And it did. Right on the back of the helmet.
Thing is, it's interesting when you get hit in the helmet like that. I shouldn't say it's interesting. It's awful, right? Whether you're at the plate or out there, when you get hit like that, it's not so much like it hurts, for example, but it's really loud in the helmet. So it really scares you as a hitter, or as a runner in this case. It scares you into thinking the worst right away because you know you've been hit, you know where it's at, jars you a little bit. And this is great to see that they're able to leave him in there.
Well, and he was getting questioned pretty good. Obviously, their number one concern, the concussion in a situation like that. And obviously, when Paul Buchheit asked him, you know, what your name is, he said Brandon Marsh. And, you know. All right, you're coming out. 2 on, 2 out, and the first pitch to Schwarber is down and away, ball 1. A right-hander has gotten loose in the Mets bullpen. Is this getting to be an extremely long inning for David Peterson? Peterson ready in the pitch. Breaking ball, and he got under it, popped it up, first base side, foul territory. Alonso going over, and he's under it, and he makes the catch, backpedaling all the way. And that'll do it for the Phillies. But 5 runs across here in the 4th inning. The Phillies do it with a total of 5 hits, and 2 of them big homers. We're going to the 5th. It's 5-0 Phillies.
Welcome to Dugout Radio, the undisputed home of Boomtown Baseball.
The Wi-Fi is booming with Xfinity, baby. Our next caller is
Stacy. How do you stay locked in on every pitch and play?
We stream it all live on Xfinity Internet with low lag, 99.99% network reliability, and speeds faster than.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by BetMGM. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home.
Visit MLB.tv for details.
Well, a really long wait for Jesus Luzardo in between innings. That's certainly worth it. 5 runs across in support of Luzardo as we start the 5th. 5-0 Phillies. And the first pitch to Taylor misses down and in for ball 1. There's the windup and the 1-0. And a swing and a fly ball center field. Back into his left goes Rojas to the track. He's there, and he makes a basket catch, 1 away. 1 down now, Ronnie Mauricio. Struck out his first time up. Well, the Phillies had certainly been outclassed in the power department. The home run ball was featured by the Mets in this series, but the Phillies with 2 of them in that inning. As the pitch to Mauricio on the way, it's up and away for a ball. It does appear that David Peterson will be done for the night. They're getting the right-hander loose again. The pitch. And that's a strike call. The 1-1. And there's a strike on the inside corner.
Man, I wish he would just package that fastball location. 95 down and in on a righty. So many times he likes to throw there, but he misses inside.
The 1-2. It's fouled off. And he's trying to go back in there, but this time with a slider, kind of follow it up. Same location, but something that's going to move in and under the bat.
And that's, that first fastball right on the edge, right? And the next one way in, or the next that's where it's like if he could figure out more edges. And I know I'm kind of getting out of his comfort zone, but
here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss.
That works really well too.
Slider down the middle.
Yeah, well,
split the plate.
It was a little in, wasn't it?
A little in.
Yeah. That's better than not in at all.
But good movement and by and large down.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
And you throw that pitch to this part of the order, it's very different than what might happen elsewhere. But this pitch to Acuna is in for a called strike. Acuna popped out to center his first time up. Here's the pitch. Fastball. There's the strike. 0-2. Luzardo tossing the ball aside, wants a new one. 5-0 Phillies lead it. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Way inside, bounces it in there. Acuna made his major league debut last season. He was a signee of the Texas Rangers and traded to the Mets in exchange for Max Scherzer a few years back. As the 1-2 on the way, and it's swung on and missed. He struck him out. And there's your shutdown inning from Jesus Luzardo. 1-2-3 go the Mets. A couple of strikeouts along the way. And we are headed to the bottom of the fifth inning with the Phillies leading it 5-0.
It's a tight one.
Off Base is coming in a brand new format. Join Lauren Gardner and Xavier Scruggs as they explore all the baseball buzz across social media, pop culture, and around the majors. The Off Base Podcast, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, only on MLB Network. The MLB Network Podcast is here. Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Sundays at 11:30 Eastern.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an eighth-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Carolina's 26-game winning streak, 130-pitch shutout by Cade Anderson for LSU. And then today, LSU won 5-3, and they did it because Coastal Carolina the second inning, both or two coaches were thrown out, the head coach and the first base coach. That certainly doesn't help at all. Citizens, the official bank of the Phillies.
Mets turn to veteran right-hander Chris Davinsky here on the mound as Alec Bohm takes down low. Ball one. Chris Davinsky, who was with the Phillies back in 2022, near the end of the season. Called up over the weekend by the Mets. Here's a swing and a miss. Actually got into last night's ball game with the Mets up big. Or was that Friday night? No, that was last night.
Yep.
1-1 pitch. Breaking ball down and away. I knew he was pitching in a blowout. Just didn't remember which one.
Which one? That's interesting that you remember it was a blowout. Or is that only when he pitches? Oh, okay.
2-1 pitch. We all have our roles in life. Here's a swing and a foul ball out of play to the right side.
Not the truth.
He can work his way into, higher leverage situations if he pitches well, right? Can't everybody?
Of course. Yeah. I mean, you're an injury away from being the closer a lot of times, or, a bad outing away from being a leverage guy.
Here's the 2-2 on the way to Bohm, and he takes down low for a ball. 4 innings for David Peterson. He gives up 5 runs on 6 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. He allowed 2 homers. He had only given up 4 homers in 86 and 2/3 innings. And he gave up 2 homers in the same inning. 3-2 pitch. Bohm swings and fouls it away. Alex is 0 for 2 so far. Comes into the game with a 7-game hit streak. And hitting .367 over his last 20 ball games. Davinsky, the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Fastball. Down goes Alec for the first out.
He has 5 pitches. One of them is the 4-seamer. That's what he got Alec on there. Not bad. 94-95. Pretty straight, but the bread and butter pitch for him will be his changeup. He likes the changeup.
There's Castellanos, who doubled his last time up. He's 1 for 2 on the night. And the pitch. Breaking ball. It's off the plate away. One ball, no strikes. Davinsky with a pitch. Swing and a ground ball foul down the third base line. It's been an interesting week, of course, for Nick Castellanos. Almost feels like more than a week ago that all that went down, but it was just a few days ago in Miami. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch. Fastball. There's a called strike off the plate away. One ball, 2 strikes. The stretch and the pitch to Castellanos is in the dirt. Peterson threw 72 pitches in his 4 innings of work.
4 innings. I mean, you think about his last 3 starts, he's gone 7+ innings for the Mets. I think he went 7, 9, and 7, something like that. Yep.
2-2. Swinging a ground ball towards third. Mauricio fields it, shuffles his feet, throws across. He got him. Here's out number 2. And with all the trouble the Mets rotation specifically has endured here of late, this was the last thing they needed. To see the one guy who's been about as consistent as anyone get hit hard like that. And really didn't see it coming. I mean, the first 3 innings tonight, he was very good.
Very.
Here's JT Realmuto, and he takes a called strike. And just every at-bat in that inning was a real battle for Peterson. 0-1, here's the pitch. And JT hits one off the end of the bat. Out towards short. Charging Lindor. He's got it. We'll throw to first in time. And there's a 1-2-3 inning for Chris Davinsky. Phillies go in order. We'll go to the sixth. It's the Phillies 5 and the Mets nothing.
Hey Phillies fans! SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Phillies. Meaning SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of... The official ticket marketplace of... That ball was crushed. And, did you see that? Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Fightin' Phil's games...
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive. A showstopper. We're just playing Powerball. This place doesn't know what hit him. These teams are entertaining, are they not?
The show continues. Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
His nickname was the Grave Digger, by the way. I thought was awesome. And Bake McBride, this is all new for me. Bake McBride, Shake and Bake, or the Callaway Kid. Murph, yeah, Shake and Bake. He was going by Shake and Bake. Mike Schmidt and Larry Boa, those were the four that hit home runs for the Phils. But I got to come up with something other than stock, like Grave Digger.
The Grave Digger.
Fantastic. Something like that.
I look at you and...
Give it to me. What is it?
Here's Francisco Lindor.
Careful.
And that's a called strike. I don't know, maybe like the Weekend Gardener or something.
What?
You're not digging graves. You're like, you're like
the water. Yeah.
The 0-1 is pitch. It's fouled
the
off.
Edge trimmer.
5-0 here. Phillies lead it. Yeah, I mean
That's okay. I'll give you some time so you don't hurt my feelings any more than you already have.
Here's the 0-2. And that's down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The blade sharpener. Something like that. No, still too aggressive. It's still too aggressive.
I don't see you as the aggressive.
Okay.
I don't have an aggressive nickname for you.
Okay.
Nice guy.
Thanks, buddy.
It's the 1-2. Bounced over to third. Bohm backing up. He's got it. Throw to first is in time. There's Buddy Kennedy with a high stretch for that one to pull it in. Lindor is out. That'll bring up the DH, Starling Marte. Marte 0 for 2 tonight. See those numbers as this pitch is in for a strike. The numbers for the leadoff hitter, Francisco Lindor. The difference, his numbers in games the Mets win versus games the Mets lose. Here's a bouncer to the right side. Sosa's got it. And he will spin around and throw to first. Kind of a weird play there by Sosa. He went down sliding, and I don't know if he had trouble getting it out of his glove or what exactly, but he got it there in time. So here comes Juan Soto. But in the 30 games that they've lost, he's hit 147 with 6 runs batted in and only 8 runs scored. Here's the pitch to Juan Soto, and he takes down and away ball 1. In the 45 games they've won, he's hit 342 with all 15 of his homers. Every game he's homered in, they've won. 35 driven in, 40 scored.
So
he's the engine, right? I mean, he's the spark plug. He's the pitch, is a fastball for a strike.
It sounds a lot like, I swear this was 2 homestands ago. We were talking kind of like that with Bryce Harper.
Absolutely. The numbers were similar. I don't know if they were this exaggerated, but.
And you said team goes when he goes type of thing.
1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as Soto, that one up and in, 98 right at him. And Soto with a very dramatic run out of the batter's box.
Start the clock. Start the pitch timer. It wasn't that close. Yeah, clearly, though, that those numbers, right? I mean, he's their table setter, gets things going pretty dramatically, actually.
Luzardo into the wind, and his 1-2 pitch is down and away for a ball. "5-0 Phillies lead it. All 5 runs in the same frame back in the 4th. The 2-2. Swung on, fouled back. Soto and JT talking once again. Had a conversation with Buster Olney of ESPN. They're doing a little bit of a back and forth of Soto and JT, how often they talk. Next pitch, swing and a miss, blew him away. Fastball got him. As Soto down on strikes, and Jesus Luzardo in command tonight. 6 scoreless innings for the left-hander and a half a dozen strikeouts. And as we go to the bottom of the 6th, the Phillies lead it 5-0.
Since 1983, Nissan has been assembling a...
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion.
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings, only on MLB Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
IP.
Independence Blue Cross Player Spotlight. Let's pick on Orion Kerkering tonight. He's been fantastic. 28 of his 34 appearances this year are scoreless. He has not allowed an earned run in his last 18 games. He has a .47 ERA over his last 21 games. Not only that, Orion has kind of been bouncing around his roles. He's had to adjust to being high leverage. I think he still is, as well as doing some closing, and he's really excelled. Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com.
New pitcher for the Mets. It is right-hander Daniel Nunez. Nunez, 29-year-old from the Dominican, who just made his major league debut last year. 6th appearance of this season at the big league level. He's facing Otto Kemp, and the first pitch swung on and missed. Fastball at 96 from Nunez. 5-0. Phillies lead it, bottom of the 6th inning. Kemp a part of that with an RBI single back in the 4th. He would score on the Sosa homer. Nunez ready in the 0-1. Swung on, fouled away. By the way, Bryce and those numbers, wins and losses. When the Phillies lose, he's hitting 165. Now, again, he's been out, so he doesn't play in all these, all the losses this year. But in the 21 that he's been in that they've lost, he's hit 165. The pitch is up high. In the 36 that they have won, he's hit 313 with a 972 OPS. So very, very similar. I mean, he's got numbers that suggest that he's the straw that stirs the drink, right? Here's a swing and a ground ball sharply hit to third. Mauricio's got it. And his throw to first nearly pulls Alonso off the bag, but he's able to pull it in for out number 1.
I mean, you could really dig into that, right, if you wanted to. I mean, in the losses, I can't imagine that there's one player in all the losses that's really excelling. Right? Like, I mean, maybe I'm wrong on that.
Somebody who just always has a good game when they lose.
Yep, that's what I mean. Like, when you lose repetitively, and they've had some losing streaks. The Mets certainly have had a big losing streak.
Well, they do have people that track the difference. And I think as of yesterday, as the pitch to Sosa swung on and missed, yesterday Lindor's was the biggest spread.
Okay.
Except for, I think, Paul Goldschmidt of the Yankees.
Interesting.
He had a bigger spread.
Same.
Yeah.
How about that?
Oh, 1 pitch. Sosa takes down and away.
I definitely think there's something to that. I mean, the Phils obviously offensively miss Harp. I mean, you miss that bat. It's getting better. It's getting healthier.
1-1 to Sosa. And the pitch down and away. He has the biggest hit of this game. His 3-run home run broke it open for the Phils. Made it a 5-run 4th inning. The home run was estimated to be 430 feet. 2-1 pitch and a swing and a miss. And it's 2-2. And they tell us, the folks at StatCast say that it is the second longest opposite field homer by a righty here in this ballpark.
Ever.
Yeah. Now, it's opposite field can be a little bit of a broad definition, just to the right of center kind of thing. But the previous ranking was one that Jorge Alfaro hit here in 2018. 2-2 pitch, and it's fouled away to the right side. And it was Alfaro's was hit to a similar spot that caught in that. I believe that caught in the top bullpen there. Two balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, left center field. That one's a gapper, and it's going to bounce at the base of the wall on one hop. Here goes Sosa into second. He's got a double, and he's now a triple shy of the cycle. Edmundo Sosa, who had 3 hits in his last 39 at-bats coming into this one. He's 3 for 3 tonight.
Well, hopefully this is where Edmundo is, right? He's going to get a chance to play a little bit, probably going to play a bit more over the next couple of days. He can be streaky, and that's what you want. You want him to do that now, get hot like he was earlier in the season.
Well, with the lefty out of the game, the Phillies will go to a left-handed batter off the bench. Brandon Marsh is going to pinch hit here for Buddy Kennedy. Brandon Marsh, who's 3 for 7 off the bench this year. 260 hitter overall, and he's been red hot. He's got a hit in 10 of his last 12 games, hitting .405 over that stretch. 5-0 Phillies. Here's the pitch. Marsh swings, hits a smash, but right back up the middle. That'll be fielded by Lindor. His throw a little bit high, and Alonso again able to pull it in. Lindor kind of jumped in the air, realizing that throw was sailing on him. And his body language, he was kind of trying to will that into the glove
Yes.
of Alonso. Down to third goes Sosa. And here's Johan Rojas. As Nunez ready at the letters, and the pitch to Rojas. It's up high. Phillies will swap Otto Kemp into first base and send Marsh out to left. And they'll also send Jesus Luzardo back to the mound. Nothing doing in the bullpen tonight for the Phillies. The pitch. And there's a strike called. Luzardo at 92 pitches. One and one the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled down the right side, out of play. Boy, whatever breeze we had earlier, those flags are totally still out there in center.
It's a little thick right now out there on the field, no doubt about it. I don't know. I mean, I'm like, at least there's no turf.
Yeah.
The old vet. You know what I mean?
Yep, somebody always had it worse, right?
Yeah.
One ball, two strikes. Nunez kicks and deals, and the pitch is up high. I can tell you, when we stand in the dugout prior to the game and talking to guys who are talking to Rob Thompson or whatnot, there's a spot right where the coaches stand where the air conditioning from the clubhouse and the tunnel that leads from the clubhouse, it's pumping into the dugout. But if you just walk up those steps, 2 steps up, and I mean all of a sudden your head is in an oven.
Yes.
It's just a swing and a foul down at the plate, and then you walk onto the field and you realize, wow, it's really not comfortable out on the field right now.
Yeah.
Temperature-wise.
Yeah. A lot of the guys were out working early today too. That's the key, is to get out in it. I mean, I don't have to tell everybody that's listening, but you get out in it, you work through it, and then you quickly cool down when you get back into the clubhouse.
That's the weekend Gardner, folks. Pops one up, back of first, does Rojas. Alonso under it. He'll make the catch.
You're going to try and make that stick, aren't you?
Side is retired. Phillies do not score in their half of the 6th. It's on to the 7th. 5-0 Phillies.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning.
All the big hits.
At the wall, gone! No doubt about it!
All the great grabs.
Oh, wow! You gotta be kidding me! Put a cape on him!
And all the swagger.
And he does it in grand fashion!
Relive the day's biggest plays all in one lightning-fast hour.
Oh, my goodness! What a show! You better believe it!
Quick Pitch. Late nights and early mornings, only on MLB Network.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Mundo Sosa, a big 3-run home run. He, at this point, is only a triple away from the cycle. Jesus Luzardo is still in there. 92 pitches, 57 strikes, much better than last time, and he's pitching really well right now. That's your PGW game summary. It's fueling the future.
And nobody warming up behind him, even though 92 pitches thus far. It looks like they might start some activity out there just in case, as Pete Alonso leads off and takes inside for ball one. At the four-seamer at 94. We've seen it as high as 98 tonight for Luzardo. The 1-0 pitch. And there's a breaking ball that's over for a strike. Alonso is 0 for 2. He is 2 for 24 with 11 strikeouts against Jesus Luzardo in the pitch. Swing and a miss. And we talked about Kyle Schwarber and how dominant David Peterson had been against him. And all it took was one swing of the bat, and it seemed like Kyle getting to him with the home run just opened the floodgates for everybody else. Here's the 1-2 to Alonso, and it's up high. Schwarber with that home run in the fourth inning is now 2 for 21 against David Peterson. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a bouncer foul, third base side.
I would think right now Rob Thompson has a pretty close eye on Luzardo. I think it was his last game in Miami. Was sent back out there later in the game with some pitches, but ran out of gas.
Two straight walks to start the inning.
Yeah.
And they would later score. That was a little bit closer ball game, too. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. And Alonso goes down on strikes. That's number 7 tonight for Luzardo. And before Nimmo steps in, let's pause for station identification here on the Phillies Radio Network.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios. The home of the Phillies. 94 WIP. An Odyssey Sports Station.
With Kevin Stocker, I'm Scott Fransky with you from Citizens Bank Park on this Sunday night. Phillies looking to win the series with the Mets. They have a 5-0 lead here in the 7th inning as Brandon Nimmo takes up high. 1-0 the count. Nimmo 1 for 2 tonight. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a jam shot. Diving for it. Bohm couldn't get it. Wasn't hit hard at all, but in just the right spot for Nimmo. So he's aboard with a single. And as expected, Brandon Marsh is in left and Otto Kemp at first. And with that hit, I think we may get somebody started, see somebody get started.
You know, I think of the starting staff for the Phillies. You can kind of think of them as like, as Caleb Cotham's going to come out, you can kind of think of them as like you've got a child, right, who's 5 years old or something like that, who is constantly trying to negotiate with you as a parent, okay? So here you have a starting staff in the Phillies, and none of them like to come out of the game. They all want to go 7 and 8. It has become an issue where it's a good thing. Everybody wants that. Rob Thompson, however, he has to be able to decipher, and any manager has to be able to decipher when they're talking through their teeth, right? Just like a parent to a 5-year-old. I've been on that mound many times. I saw Curt Schilling talk his way to stay out there with Terry Francona.
Yeah.
He said, get your back to the I'm not coming out. And Francona was like, okay. It was first year managing. And Schilling gave it up. And I guarantee you when Terry went to Boston, and even after that, he learned he's the manager. He's got to trust his instincts. And it's not easy with this staff. It can be difficult because they all want to pitch, and they're all really good.
Here is Luis Torrens, the catcher, with 1 out, 1 on. And the pitch to Torrens is in there for a strike called at the knees. Breaking ball, first pitch. Well, the other part of it is, you know, for a manager on a contending team, you're talking about playing a longer game. It's not just about tonight's game. It's about keeping these workhorse starters healthy for the long haul, and they feel like there's a certain way to do that, and that's by not overworking them night in and night out as the pitch misses up. 1-1. And in the case of Luzardo in particular, he didn't throw that many innings last year.
Right.
Now, he has before in his career, but he didn't last year. The 1-1. And that's up and in. And so they're mindful of, I mean, again, they're juggling the rotation. It's primarily to break up left-handers, but with an off day tomorrow and extra day of rest for everybody, that's what they consider to be a real good thing. And pitches a breaking ball outside, and a necessary thing for a team that wants these guys healthy for the whole season.
Yeah.
Well, he's up over 100 now and falls behind Terens 3-1. Luzardo kicks and deals, and the pitch swung on, pop foul. This is out of play right side. Terens fouling a changeup out of play to the right side, and the count goes full. "5-0, Phillies leading it with one out here in the 7th inning. Nimmo short lead at first. A look over that way. And the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a foul. Backing out of play again. "106 pitches now for Luzardo, which is now a new season high. 3 times he'd thrown 105. The 3-2 again. Swing and a fly ball center field. Rojas to his right is there. He's got it. 2 down. And Luzardo kind of looking back into the dugout, wondering if anybody's coming for him, and it does appear that someone is, and his name is Rob Thompson. Well, Jesus Luzardo going to be well appreciated by this crowd here on a Sunday night. They're all standing now for Luzardo, as his first foray into the Phillies-Mets rivalry is a successful one. Luzardo pitches into the 7th, scoreless baseball. He strikes out 7, and he leaves to a lot of cheers here at Citizens Bank Park. Got a pitching change, timeout. Brought.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by BetMGM. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB
Neighborhood Specialist at nemours.org/PA. Nemours Children's Health. Well beyond medicine.
2 outs here in the 7th inning, and the Phillies bring on Jordan Romano for the 31st time this season. He's here to face Tyrone Taylor, who's batting with 2 outs and a runner at first base. Phillies 5 and the Mets nothing, and the first pitch from Romano is in for a strike. All 5 runs coming in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Jesus Luzardo, 6 2/3, just 3 hits allowed. 0-1, swing and a miss. Pardon me, fouled it down at the plate. Gave up a hit to Lindor in the 1st, a single to Nimmo in the 4th, and another single to Nimmo here in the 7th. Romano bent at the waist, dangles his right arm, baseball in the hand, and now brings it into the glove. Kicks in the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball foul. Nothing in 2 to Taylor. He's hitless tonight. Popped out to right and flat out to center in his 2 at-bats against Luzardo. No balls, 2 strikes. Romano kicks in the pitch. Swinging a bouncer to short, backing up Turner. He's got it. Goes the short way to second. That'll force out Nimmo. And that'll do it for the Mets here in the 7th. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left aboard, and it's stretch time on this Sunday night in South Philly. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, it's the Phillies in front, 5-0.
Philly never stops moving. We're punching the clock.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off winner.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by BetMGM. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Phillies with a 5-0 lead here on this Sunday night.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a...
Phillies would love to tack on a little extra here if they can. They're going to get to work against 30-year-old right-hander Tyler Zuber as Zuber makes his Met debut tonight. As Zuber last pitched in the big leagues, 2 appearances last year for the Tampa Bay Rays. The bulk of his experience came in 2020 and 2021 as a member of the Royals. Zuber from Whitehall, Arkansas. Just added yesterday by the Mets. They'll face Trey Turner, who leads off here. Zuber becomes the 28th different pitcher to toe the rubber this year for New York. As the first pitch on the way, and that one goes to the backstop. As Terens just missed that, and now he walks out. He was crossed up, I guess, which doesn't happen too often in the PitchCom era.
Oh.
Usually it's obviously a vocal cue. Tyler Zuber did they give him the Spanish PitchCom and he didn't understand?
I don't know. Curveball's the new fastball or something like that. That ball literally buzzed his ear. That was right by him.
That's just flat out not supposed to happen.
We've seen it a couple of times this year, but
Zuber with a 1-0 to Turner, and it's down and away for a ball. He's just excited to get back to the big leagues. Wanted to announce his presence with authority.
Okay.
The pitch. Fastball right down the middle. I mean, in that case, what are the conceivable options, right, as to why they're not on the same page there? What are the possible scenarios? The 2-1 is fouled away to the right side.
Well, one would be that he's so adrenaline and juiced up in his mind, he's thinking fastball and just he heard fastball no matter what was in his ear. That can totally happen, right? That's one option.
The 2-2. Breaking ball, hammered into left, a base hit for Turner. And Trey Turner aboard with his second hit of the ball game. That's the way the seventh inning starts for the Phils.
I suppose you could have another option I don't know what it exactly is in the ear, but it could be fastball, curveball, so maybe you just hear the tail end of that. You hear the ball part of it.
Just weren't focused.
Right. But I don't know.
Well, here's Kyle Schwarber. He started the scoring in the fourth with a home run that led off the inning against David Peterson. Turner leading off the bag at first. The pitch swung on, ripped into right. There's a base hit. Turner at second. He's turning there and going to third. He'll make it easily as Kyle Schwarber is on at first base. And they're on the corners for the Phils, and Alec Boehm coming up.
This is good. This is really good because after what happened yesterday with all the home runs, it doesn't seem like 5 runs is enough.
Yeah, you know how explosive the offense can be if they get it going. Well, in case that happens and the Phillies do get it going here for some insurance, they have a couple of options getting loose out in the bullpen. Here's Boehm. Mets playing for the double play here with 2 on and nobody out. And the pitch is a called strike. Fastball down the middle. Zuber reaching 96 with that fastball. Boehm is 0 for 3 today, trying to extend his hitting streak. Zuber with a 0-1 and a swing and a miss. The stretch, and Zuber, the 0-2, fouled back. Boy, a fastball right in on his hands, and Boehm not giving up any ground with 2 strikes there. He's going after it. The stretch by Zuber, and the 0-2. Breaking ball. He fouls it away. Out of play on the first base side. This year with AAA Syracuse, he had made 21 relief appearances, Zuber, with a 6.08 earned run average. Nothing in 2. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled away to the right side. He was currently on a bit of a scoreless stretch. He'd thrown 7 1/3 scoreless innings dating back to late May over 6 games. Nothing in 2. And again, the pitch to Bohm. He takes, breaking ball down and away. And not to say anything of the quality of Zuber or the Mets pitching staff, which obviously they've been hit hard by injuries now. Every team has been in the position where they have to call up a guy who's got an ERA over 6 every now and then. The 1-2, and it's down low. Certainly not ideal, but 2 balls and 2 strikes. Turner's at third, Schwarber's at first. And Zuber's set and delivers to Bohm. Swing and a pop in the air to right. Soto waiting on it. He's under it. He'll make the catch. Turner tagging. He's coming home. The throw is up the line and not in time. And Trey Turner scores on the sacrifice fly by Alec Bohm, and it's 6-0 Phillies.
It took 8 pitches for Alec Bohm, who I think fouled off at least 3 or 4 two-strike pitches there. So that was very well done.
That'll bring up Nick Castellanos. Castellanos, 1 for 3. So 6-0 now, Phillies lead it. And Schwarber still over there at first. Alonso does hold the runner. And Zuber with the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, deep but foul out of play right side. Oh, 0-1 on Castellanos. It was Nick late in the game on Friday night who delivered the final blow, a home run to straightaway center. 2-run shot. Zuber kicks in the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, left center field up the alley, and that one will be a base hit. Schwarber on his way to third. It's picked up on the track by Taylor. They're going to wave Schwarber around third. Lindor's relay home is not in time. Schwarber scores from first on the double by Castellanos, and the Phillies now lead it 7-0. Second double of the night for Nick.
Kyle Schwarber, I like how he's running. I will say, it's funny, he rounded second base. The play is in front of him going into second base. There comes a point, though, as you round it, you know you're going to be going into third, possibly going to home. You need to pick up your third base coach. Kyle must have ran 15 feet looking over his shoulder.
Here's JT Realmuto as the pitch is down and away for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Ten hits now for the Phils, 7 runs across. And the pitch, that's in there for a strike called. Fastball over the outside part of the plate. JT tonight, 0 for 2. He drew a walk in the 4th inning, one of those good at-bats against Peterson that set up the Sosa homer. The 1-1, and that one's over at the knees for a called strike. One ball, 2 strikes. And time called for a moment as JT stepped out. Zuber, ready, the 1-2. And that one just missed outside. Two and two now, with Kemp waiting next. I believe, is that Max Lazar? Yeah, Max Lazar getting loose out there for the Phils now. 2-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. He got him. And a big strikeout for Zuber. There to get Real Muto for the second out, and that'll bring up Otto Kemp. Kemp now at first base after starting the game in left, and got a couple of chances there early on. Handled them fine. Maybe back out there tomorrow. Huh? The pitch, or Tuesday. Here's a swing and a fly ball left field, pretty deep for Nimmo. He'll have room. He makes the catch right along the edge of the warning track, and that's out number 3. Phillies tack on 2 on 3 hits, 1 left, and we're going to the 8th. Phillies 7 and the Mets nothing.
John Crook here. I'm proud to partner with my friends at Thompson Toyota.
Every game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Turn on baseball's only nightly show that brings you the biggest plays of the night, live and commercial-free.
Strikes him out.
No one stacks more clutch plays into one live show with up to 4 games on a single screen.
Out of here! He is on fire. It's a walk-off win.
Change up game night with baseball's biggest game changer, MLB Big Inning, presented by BetMGM. Every night, all season long on MLB.tv.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
6th at 1:35 p.m. Grab tickets today at Phillies.com.
Phillies with a 7-0 lead here. As I wouldn't say the big weekend series was high on drama, huh?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean...
You mean because of the scores?
Yes, because of the scores. But Phillies with a big lead tonight, and what matters is the Phillies want to get out of this series with sole possession of first place in the National League East. What are you doing with your phone there, pal? Here's a swing and a miss by Ronnie Mauricio. Switch hitter turns around about left-handed against Max Lazar. The 0-1 and a swing and a miss. That pitch is up high.
It was like I have never learned how to operate a camera on a phone. I dropped it 4 times. I was trying to take a picture here, and sorry about that.
Should stick
don't say it. How about Weekend Warrior? That's better than.
Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that's bounced in there. I mean, are you looking for a nickname to like your playing career is over, right? So I mean, are you trying for like a revisionist history kind of nickname, or
no? I just thought it was
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. I mean, we know some people at Baseball Reference. Maybe we can get them to insert a new nickname for you.
No, I don't want
your Baseball
I don't
Reference
want that.
page.
No, I already. Years back.
They're based here in Philadelphia. We can get in touch with them.
Stock is fine. Stock.
What is that? What it's
stock.
Listed on your reference page?
I don't know if there's actually. I think it's just stock on there. Yeah.
Here's a swing by Acuna. It's a high hopper towards short. Turner, bare hand, fires, got him. Oh, what a great play. Trey Turner charging in and fields the hopper and fires to first. We'll see if the Mets want a challenge. And they do not.
The shortstops for both teams really have, over the last 3 games, this entire series, there have been some terrific plays from Lindor and from Trey. And to be honest with you, I think I can count at least 4 bare-handed plays, and this is another one right here. Terrific throw. Nice grab.
You have no nickname listed on Baseball Reference.
So Weekend Warrior is open. No, just go with
Weekend
stock.
Gardener.
Just go with stock. What I was going to say was,
down low.
I don't need any
Francisco
changing.
Lindor.
Years back, John Kruk came over to me after a game, and he got after me. And I said, what are you upset about? And he goes, on the Wikipedia page, on my Wikipedia, this is different.
Yeah.
There's a story on there that somebody else put that I was snapping towels at John in the shower in 1993.
Okay.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? That's not. So I don't want anybody changing anything or adding anything. That's completely not true, by the way. But
here's the 1-0 to Lindor, breaking ball, and that missed a little bit high.
I don't know. I thought we could just have a civil conversation about it, and then it went
very
to like
civil.
Well, it went to this gardening thing.
2-0 pitch, and it's grounded foul, first base side. Well, I don't know. You come to me with the grave digger nickname, right? And
doesn't it make you shiver a little?
Right, and that's not what I think of when I think of you. I think of you as a nice, friendly guy. It's funny and smart and intelligent. Here's a swing and a high fly ball to deep right center field, and that one's going to bust up the shutout as Francisco Lindor has homered for the Mets, his 16th of the season, and it's 7-1. And you know, Stock, Francisco Lindor has not homered in a Met loss this season.
Yeah, I'm not going to read into that. I don't want to read into that. This is not that bad of a pitch.
That's
Lindor.
about ankle high.
Yeah, I mean, Lindor went down and got that pitch.
That'll bring up the DH Starling Marte. I just didn't see you as the menacing grave digger type.
I got to say I appreciate that. All right, I got you.
Here's Marte. He slices one towards right. Castellanos over towards the line, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Lindor gets the Mets on the board with his 16th of the year, but we head to the bottom of the 8th with the Phillies in front, 7-1.
When you get a cancer diagnosis, your world stops. But not Fox.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Introducing baseball's all-new national pregame show, MLB Tonight, live at 5. Join Greg, Harold, and Dan and a star-studded roster for a preview of all the night's matchups. Get a first look at the lineups.
Everything looks good right now for the Yankees.
First take from the players.
I'm just excited to put any pair of cleats on.
And the first of many breakdowns before the first pitch. A full night of baseball starts at 5. MLB Tonight's national pregame show. Weekdays at 5 Eastern on MLB Network.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app.
7:05 p.m. Grab tickets today at Phillies.com.
Well, you got your cycle chance right here in the bottom of the 8th as Edmundo Sosa, of course, needs the triple, something he's not done yet this season. Tyler Zuber is back out for another inning of work. Phillies up 7-1, and the first pitch to Sosa is up and in. Edmundo Sosa in the 3rd inning singled, a broken bat infield hit. Got him aboard, the 1-0 pitch. And that's a called strike at the knees. It was the first hit of the game for the Phillies. The next batter, Buddy Kennedy, drew a walk, but with Sosa at second, he was picked off by David Peterson. The next batter grounded into a fielder's choice, and a strikeout quickly ended what had looked like a promising inning. Well, Sosa more than made up for that mistake. His next time at bat in the 4th when he hit a home run, 3-run shot into the bullpens for a 5-0 lead. Here's the 1-1, and it's up high. Two and 1 the count, and Zuber's pitch, and that one is called a ball, up and in. Zuber ready, the 3-1 pitch. And that one is a strike called on the outside corner. Three balls, 2 strikes. Phillies are getting Matt Strahm loose to pitch the 9th inning. Zuber, the 3-2. And he takes it for a called 3rd strike. It might have been a little bit low. Sosa has words with Chris Conroy. 7-1 here, and notable about the Lindor homer, the Mets have won 28 regular season games consecutively when Francisco Lindor hits a homer. And talking about it's his first this year, or could be his first this year. But, to a homer and a loss as Brandon Marsh is swinging a miss, but that goes back into last season. He's actually one shy of the big league record in that very weird category. 0-1 pitch, bouncer towards first, backing up Alonso. He's got it, tosses to the pitcher, covering. 2 down. Carl Furillo of the Dodgers homered, or the Dodgers won 29 straight games in which he homered back in the early 50s. And for Lindor, it was 28. So that is going to come to an end unless they have a big-time 9th inning.
Yeah. Yep.
Here's Johan Rojas with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th, the pitch, and it's taken for a called strike.
I'll be honest with you, unless somebody has questioned Lindor about that, my guess is he doesn't even know about it.
I'm pretty sure he's been questioned about it.
Yeah.
The 0-1 pitch, and it's popped up foul out of play over on the first base side. Rojas 0 for 2 in his start tonight. Drew a walk in the 4th, the pitch. And that one is a little bit high. Marlins beat the Braves today, I should say, 5-3 in Miami. They take 2 out of 3. Braves in New York already, likely. awaiting the Mets 4-game set tomorrow. Here's a swing and a miss by Rojas, and he's down on strikes. Don't forget, Scores is always brought to you by Oliver Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. You'll feel the difference. We head to the ninth. Phillies look to win the series. They lead the Mets 7-1.
It's game time, and you're heading to Citizens Bank Park to catch your Fightin' Phils. But you want the great taste of a Campos cheesesteak. That's easy. Make sure you visit.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th-inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco. His 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Your day in baseball starts with MLB Central.
Let's get it started.
Lead off your morning with in-depth breakdowns.
Perfect balance. What? Boom.
Interviews with the players.
Get back to the fastball. I know what that passion feels like.
And a little bit.
Keeping.
You behave properly.
Hey.
Of everything else.
Come on, Marlins.
The window seats are.
The baseball day begins with MLB Central. Weekdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. Only on MLB Network.
If you're not watching this show, you're the problem.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call.
7-1, which would tie a franchise record for most series wins through the first 25. Phillies, obviously the overall win-loss record was better last year, but the Phillies were headed in a little bit different direction after coming out of London and into the midsummer last year. Phillies trying to trend in a different direction this time. First pitch, and it's swung on and missed by Hayden Singer, who pinch hits here for Juan Soto. Soto went 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout tonight. Matt Strahm is the pitcher, and the next pitch is in there for a strike called. Singer is the backup catcher now. He was called back to the big leagues. He was up earlier when Alvarez was hurt, but Alvarez optioned earlier today, and so Singer is now back with the big league club. The 0-2 from Strahm, and he swings and fouls it back. Strahm hasn't pitched since Wednesday, and he was the man on the mound when Nick Castellanos made the catch at the wall that drew so much attention when he was back in the lineup after his one-day out. It was a bit of a shaky appearance for Matt Strahm. The 0-2 pitch, breaking ball, stays high. And no longer is it the velocity that's really the concern. They feel like he's pitching with a little more velo now than he did early in the season, but the command is a different story. 1-2, a swing and a miss. Slider there, and Singer down on strikes to begin the ninth.
Well, regardless of how hard or soft Matt Strahm throws, he throws with a ton of body and language and deception in his throw. So he can get away, I think, a lot of times with missing the zone a little bit bigger. He falls so hard toward the third baseline when he throws.
The pitch is a swung on and missed. There's all elbows and knees and hair coming at you when Strahm is on the hill.
Yes.
A awkward cut there by Alonso, who's struck out twice tonight. He's 0 for 3. Strahm with a pitch. And that fastball is a strike called at the top of the zone. Alonso struck out to end the first inning with a runner at third base, scoreless game at the time, and he questioned the call, but it was definitely a strike. Back to a breaking ball from Luzardo. The pitch from Strahm, and it's up and in.
To be honest with you, I'm not really sure how I feel about the fact that Soto didn't hit.
Yeah? Kind of a...
I don't know, man. Doesn't seem like it's that far back.
Here's the pitch. And it's up high.
I mean,
give it to me, Gravedigger.
That's right.
Get mean. What do you got?
Well, it's 6 runs, right? You're talking about...
Have a hot sports opinion.
Yeah, well, it's 6 runs down. Like if it was the Phillies and it was Bryce Harper, I would want Harp to hit.
2-2 pitch. And that's down low.
And I think that there's no doubt in my mind Rob Thompson was preparing for Soto hitting, and maybe he's hurt.
Pretty sure we've seen the Mets in this ballpark do that.
Yes.
In this kind of a game in the 9th inning a few years ago, back in 2022.
I mean, if I was a broadcaster, I would be questioning that, as I am.
3-2 on Alonso, and the pitch swung on, fouled back. I mean, I can't imagine they felt like the need to get Hayden Singer in that bat here in this one.
I mean, the other night the Phillies dropped 6 runs in the 7th.
3-2 is hit in the air to right, and going over is Castellanos. He'll make the catch. There's 2 down.
The first night, 7th inning, Phillies scored 6 runs in the 7th.
Right.
I'm just...
It's
a terrible move.
Going to go to Jared Young now for Nimmo. Matt Strahm looking for a 1-2-3 ninth. Phillies looking for sole possession of first place. Strahm kicks and deals, and the pitch is a fastball that's in for a strike. Young with a home run last night in the Mets rout. 2 teams trading similar scores the first 2 nights. The Phillies with a near blanking of the Mets so far tonight. The 0-1 swing and a pop-up. Foul. Third base side. Bohm going out near the line. He's calling. He's got it. And the Phillies have got a hold on first place again by beating the Mets. 7-1 the final. The Phillies win it, and they win the series here this weekend as the Phillies once again take over sole possession of first place in the East.
It's a good game. It just was a good game, I thought, offensively. I thought Luzardo was really good and efficient. I think the Phils really needed this on the way out of town.
Phillies win it 7-1 the final. Big night for Jesus Luzardo on the hill as he gets the win. Kyle Schwarber and Edmundo Sosa with homers, and the Phillies walk away with a 7-1 victory. And Francisco Lindor hits a home run in a loss. Hang with him.
Hang with him.
Back with the totals and a recap for you right after this.
Welcome to